Hello friends, in this video we are going to see velocity distribution for turbulent flow. So as you know that turbulent flow is linked with the chapter laminar flow, and we have already seen the velocity distribution for laminar flow. Now in this topic we are going to see velocity distribution, velocity profile for turbulent flow. Talking about the velocity profile, it's logarithmic in nature, you know that. So because this turbulent flow is very much complicated, so Prandtl was the scientist who developed the equation for velocity distribution. So you can see the first equation, that is Prandtl universal velocity distribution, the first one. So according to this Prandtl universal velocity distribution, the question is why this velocity distribution is called as universal, correct? So the answer is this equation is valid for both, that is your smooth pipe as well as rough pipe, correct? This velocity distribution is valid for both pipes, smooth and rough. That's why it is called as universal. So velocity distribution. So look at this equation particularly. U is equal to U max plus 2.5 U star log E y by R. Correct. So it is very important to know all the terms present in this equation. What is U? U is the small u is the velocity at any point inside the pipe. Correct. So you can see R is the radius here. R is the radius here. So it is a circular pipe. So u is the velocity at any point. I will write here, no problem. U is the velocity at any point in the pipe. At any point. Velocity at any point in the pipe. U max, very clear, that is your maximum velocity. U max is your maximum velocity. And 2.5 is a constant here. U star, correct? What is U star? U star is your shear velocity. U star is a shear velocity. And U star is given by tau naught by rho. It is given here. You can see this particular line. U star here. So U star equal to shear velocity, which is equal to tau naught by rho in meter per second. So what is tau naught? Tau naught is again your wall shear stress. Wall shear stress. Everything is mentioned here, and rho is the density. So U star is the shear velocity. So at the wall, you know that the shear stress is maximum at the wall. At the wall, if you consider the shear stress is maximum, so the velocity near the wall, is very very low, because this velocity is too much affected by the maximum shear stress, also known as shear velocity. Correct. So that is why tau naught is coming in the equation, that is wall shear stress. So shear velocity meter per second, tau naught is your wall shear stress, rho is density. Now log E, that is your natural logarithm ln, you can write y by r. What is y? Y is the distance of any point must be measured from the pipe wall. Correct. Y is the distance of any point must be measured from the pipe wall, and capital R is your radius of the pipe. Radius of the pipe. Okay. So this is all about your Prandtl universal velocity distribution. The same equation can also be written in a different form, that is your U max minus U by U star equal to 5.75 log 10. 5.75 log 10 R by Y. So it is written in the form of velocity defect. You can see here velocity defect here, correct? So Umax minus U is also known as velocity defect. So this equation, Prandtl universal velocity distribution, is written in two form. One is velocity defect. So Umax minus U. That means the difference between the maximum velocity and velocity at any point, that is called as velocity defect. Umax minus U divided by U star equal to 5.75 log 10. So now there's a change. Earlier we are having natural logarithm ln. Now it is log 10 into r by y. Earlier it was y by r, now it is r by y. So everything is changed. Left goes to right, numerator goes to denominator. So the same equation is written in a different form. Any problem if you're solving using this equation, first or second equation, you will get the same answer. Okay. Let's go into the next slide. Hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries. What do you mean by hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries? So in order to understand this hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries, first of all, we have to understand K. What is K and delta dash? What is K and delta dash? Correct. So first of all, we'll understand K. So K is known as average height of irregularities projecting from the surface. What is K? K is your average height. Average height of irregularities. It is mentioned. Average height of irregularities. So average height of irregularities means, suppose we are having a line here, the reference line, and there is a up and down. Let us take a surface which is not smooth, it's going up and down, it's going up and down, it's going up and down. Correct? So this is the reference line. This is the reference line. The bottom line is the reference. With that line, let us say this is 1 meter. I can measure this. What is the height of this irregularities? Maximum height, let us say it is 5 centimeter. Now here it is 2 centimeter, again 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 3 centimeter, like this. So can I draw a average height for 1 meter? Correct. So let us say the average height is coming here. The average height is coming here like this. So this is your K. This is your K. Average height of irregularities. Correct. For a given length. Now what is delta dash? Delta dash already we have seen. Suppose this is the wall or a flat plate. Then we are having laminar boundary layer and turbulent and transition. Correct. So this is laminar and this is turbulent. This is turbulent zone. Now in the turbulent zone, we are also having one small layer, that is your delta dash. So this is your delta dash. Look at this. This is your delta dash. Thickness of laminar sublayer. Why it is called laminar, sir? It is in the turbulent zone because the flow near the wall is laminar. The reason is that the viscosity, I told you the velocity is very low near to the wall. At the wall, velocity is 0. If you go near to the wall, velocity is very low. So the flow is laminar. So we have to find the height, till which height the flow is laminar. That is called thickness of laminar sublayer. Okay. So I hope you understand K and delta dash. Now the boundary, we are going to define the smooth and rough boundaries. The boundary is known as hydrodynamically smooth if K, average height of irregularities projecting from the surface, is small compared to the thickness of laminar sublayer delta dash. Correct. So if K is, if K is less than delta dash, then it is called as smooth. Right? It's called as smooth as per the definition. And boundary is rough if K is large compared to delta dash. If K is large compared to delta dash, then it is rough. And how to find delta dash? We are having formula. Delta dash equal to 11.6 into nu. Nu is your kinematic viscosity. Nu is your kinematic viscosity. – 11.6 into nu by U star. U star already discussed, shear velocity. So using this formula, you can find the value of delta dash. Correct? Delta dash. And K value will be given to you. A smooth boundary. So what is the exact value or ratio After that, you can say this is smooth or rough boundaries. How you can identify? So the answer is here. If your K by delta dash value is less than 0.25, correct, then it is called a smooth boundary. For rough boundary, if K by delta dash is greater than 6, and for transition boundary 0.25 less than K by delta dash must be less than 6. So for this range of values for K by delta dash, we are having transition boundary. Just like the laminar turbulent flow, less than 2000 laminar flow, more than 4000 turbulent flow, in between transition flow. Same way. Only thing is that number is different. K by delta dash less than 0.25. That means K by delta dash also equal to write, you can write less than 1 by 4. 0.25 is 1 by 4. So 4K equal to delta dash. Correct? Delta dash equal to 4K, or K is equal to delta dash by 4. K is equal to delta dash by 4. That means your delta dash is 4 times of K. So 25%, right? So K is very, very small. 4K, 4 times of K equal to delta dash. Correct? So your K is very, very small. So that gives you the definition of smooth boundary. And for rough boundary, it is 6 times actually, and it is 6 times. If K is equal to 6 times of delta dash, then it is rough boundary. In between, we are having transition boundary. Okay, boundary, or you can say surface, both are same. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, velocity distribution in turbulent flow. So whenever question is coming in the exam, first of all, you have to find Reynolds number. After finding the Reynolds number, you will come to know whether it is laminar or turbulent flow. If it is laminar flow, you have to apply the formula for laminar. Correct? In the laminar also, we are having circular pipe, flat plate. So all equations are given to you. Suppose if it is coming to turbulent flow, then again you have to check whether it is for a smooth pipe or rough pipe using this equation of K by delta dash. Is that clear? Okay. Now, velocity distribution in turbulent flow. Smooth pipe. A smooth pipe formula you can see. Now direct formula, U by U star equal to 5.75 log 10 U into Y by nu plus 5.55. So this formula is valid for a smooth pipe, U by U star. So U is your velocity at any point, U star same shear velocity, constant log 10 here, U into Y by nu kinematic viscosity plus 5.55. Correct. So in this smooth pipe, how you can identify? K is absent here. K is absent. What is K? Roughness factor, average height of irregularities. K is absent means it is smooth pipe. In all the rough pipe equation, K must be present. You can see U by U star equal to 5.75 log 10 Y by K. K is present here plus 8.5, and K is known as roughness factor. Roughness factor. Okay. Thank you.